Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time of the day you are checking in or watching this video. Today we're going to do a chair yoga session. I often just let everything just evolve along the way as well, even though there could be a certain theme, but trying not to say too much about it. I'd like you to just come and sit a little bit more to the front of your chair, so that you're not just hanging into it, but you're sitting upright with your feet hip width apart, and also with your hands on your knees. And you just take a moment here with your eyes closed to check in with yourself, to notice how you feel, how you're doing on a physical level. If there's any areas in your body that ask your attention right now that you have to be mindful about, but also how you're doing on a mental level, how you are in your head. If this is a busy day, if this is a busy time of the year, maybe also on an emotional level, if there's anything that is asking your attention, that is going on in your life, that is alive inside of you right now. So we take all of that with us into our practice. Just having a moment to acknowledge that is already nice, to start your practice. So let's place the hands on top of each other. And we'll start with a nice breathing exercise to become aware of the breath. And I do it like this. I've already explained it in previous classes as well. It's like imagining that there's a fire burning just underneath your navel, and you're holding it like this. And once you breathe in, you take your hands out and you let your belly come out. You breathe into the lower back. You take your hands out. It's like spreading that fire all the way to the base. And on an exhale, you bring your hands together again, one hand on top of the other. And the top hand becomes a fist. And you tilt your pelvic and pull that energy up towards your diaphragm or your solar plexus. And on an inhale, you lower it again, spread that fire, breathe in and exhale. And just try to listen to the sound of your breath. Just gently breathe in, exhale. Just notice how you activate your core whilst doing it, and then relax again. Breathe in, exhale. Just a couple more times just to get into it. Notice how you can integrate a little pause on the top of your breath and at the end. So breathing in, hold your breath for a split second, exhale. Hold your breath for a split second, breathe. Coming back to the middle. Now inhale, you come forward a little bit and you just take your hands up. And on the exhale, you lean back a little bit so that you have to use your core, otherwise you fall back. Bring your hands next to your hips, activate that core, feel your muscles here. Breathe in, come forward, and exhale. Just keep your feet on the floor, rooted. It's almost like you feel some roots going through the floor into the earth. And just keep on going. Just like notice how your core is activating. Last time. All right, come forward again, breathe in. And exhale, bring your hands together and twist to the right side. So this is a really simple routine that you can do. Come forward, inhale, at any time of day. You don't even have to use this video because it's this simple. But use your breath. Come forward, breathe in. And when you place your hands together, press them firmly against each other whilst exhaling to the left in this case. Breathing. And exhale to the left. So breathe in again. And on exhale, we're going to bring the hands towards the outside. So to the right, in this case, left hand on the outside of the right chair. Left hand or right hand behind you. Breathe in. And on an exhale, we twist. I just heard a couple of cracks in my spine. You might also just hear it. And we keep on breathing in and out. And with every exhale, you come a little bit deeper. Now let's see whether we can stay here. So you find your twist, your preference of how deep you want to go. Stay here and just notice what kind of sensations arise and what kind of feelings come with this twist, where you feel it in your back, maybe your chest. Relax your face. Just keep on gently breathing into it. Can you relax? And then on an inhale, come forward again. Just gently, because we've been there for a moment. You don't want to move too fast. Coming to the left side as well. Breathe in, lengthen, keep your shoulders low. Exhale. And with every inhale, you move maybe a little bit back. And exhale. And with the last one, you stay here and just notice what's coming up. Just notice what's going on physically, mentally. And you just have to observe, and you don't have to do anything else and just look at what's coming up without judging it, without wanting to do anything with it, without feeding it, so to speak. Just a couple more breaths. Can you just listen to the sound of it again? The last exhale, maybe you give it a little bit extra. I say a little bit and not too much. Come forward gently. Breathe in, take your hands up. And exhale. All right. So let's come a little bit further forward. And we're going to place those feet a little bit wider. And you're going to move around. Open up those shoulders. Just moving. And you can take one shoulder back. Two. Just pressing those hands against the inside so that you can straighten one like I'm doing right now and bend the other. So you can do it slow. And use your breath. And maybe you want to breathe out through the mouth. And if you come to the middle, we're going to do it with a bit more of a vigorous breath. So you breathe in. And on an exhale, let's press the left hand against the inside and move to the right. So you exhale, stick your tongue out. If you don't want to stick your tongue out, fine. Breathe in, come to the middle. And exhale to the left. Creating a twist in the spine. A vigorous breath. It's a cleansing breath. Exhale to the right. Let's do it a couple more times. Breathe in. Exhale to the left. So you can really feel it pulling from the belly inwards when you exhale. Last two times. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. And exhale. And then slowly you can hang forwards. Place your hands on the floor and stay on the fingertips. Breathe in. And you can maybe feel it already pulling from the inside of your legs. And on an exhale, we'll go gently a little bit further forward. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Inhale, press up, open up your chest. And on an exhale, come forward. Breathe in, press up. Exhale, move forwards. Maybe stay here for a moment. Just shake your neck out. Maybe make a couple of circles with your neck. From the left to the right or the right to the left. Just do it gently. Maybe you just want to shake your head like yes, no kind of idea. And let's see whether we can walk those feet a little bit further out or forward. And then you can start to feel that stress or stretch on the back of your hamstrings. So maybe your eyes are closed. Maybe you just look at the floor. Just look at one place. Maybe you can keep your feet flat on the floor whilst leaning forward. I hope that your chair doesn't have wheels, because that means that you're probably already on the floor itself. Last couple of breaths, guys. So it's really slow, and just feel that stretch. On an inhale, slowly come up. Just place your hands on your knees, gently push yourself up. Shake those legs out. And if we are here, just keep your knees up. Hold on to the chair like this. Breathe in, bring your knees up, and exhale, push those feet forwards. And you can do this also like diagonally lower. Breathe in, see how high you can come. Exhale, breathe in, and exhale. So you can do it lower or higher. Just a couple of times. Breathe in, keep your shoulders low, open up your chest, breathe in, and out. Just a couple more times. Breathe in and out. Leaning back a little bit. Last time. Breathe in and out. Slowly place your feet on the floor again. And let's turn to the left side. We're going to give a nice stretch to that front side of the right leg in this case. And I'm going to give you a couple of options. So you can first sit on the chair. Try to push your pubic bone forward. So you want to tilt your pelvic. Straighten that right leg as much as you can. So if you want to keep it bent because it already gives a nice pull, that's fine. Maybe your hands into your hips. Now, either here, or if you have a carpet on the floor and you want to bring your knee down, you can go a little bit deeper like this. Or maybe you want to try and do it without any help. So you can come standing without using the chair like I'm doing right now. Maybe take your hands up. Bend your front knee a little bit more. Push the right heel further back. Now make sure that your left hip is pulled back a little bit. That both hip bones are squared with the front. Breathe in one more time, look up. And on an exhale, you're going to take those elbows out. Then come forward. Breathe in, take your hands up. And exhale. So if you do it without any help, you have to really find your balance. Breathe in. And out. Keep pressing that right heel away from you. Keep the front knee bent. And exhale, this time bring your hands in front. So we're going to come to a twist. So you lean forward a little bit and then take that right elbow on the outside of the left knee. So sometimes I just place my left hand on my left leg, and that helps me to bring that right elbow even further to the left. You can pull your navel in or your belly, place the left hand on top of the right. So your left elbow is straight up. So press the outside of your right elbow against the left knee or the outside of your left leg. Feel how your upper body is twisting. Keep pressing the right heel away from you. But also maybe you can try to scissor those feet together. It's like you want to bring the left foot back and the right foot a little bit forward. Keep pressing that left hand into your right hand. On an exhale, look down. Place your hands on the floor. So let's see whether we can take the right foot a little bit further forward. So now my front leg is still bent. So you can place your hands on the floor or maybe onto your shin, but maybe let's try to do the fingers on the floor. You breathe in, and on an exhale, we're going to try, and this time maybe you can bring your hands towards your shins, depending on how flexible you are. And you straighten that left leg, bend a little bit forwards. Some of you might be able to go all the way forwards. So depending on your flexibility, just feel that stretch. Last couple of breaths. And exhale. Slowly bring your hands towards your hips. Come and stand up. Come and sit down again. And take a moment here, just a couple of breaths. Sit still. Find your breath again. Just notice what kind of sensations that stress or that stretch brings with it. So we're going to come to the other side now. Just a couple more breaths here. Maybe you breathe out through your mouth. That feels right. So let's go to the other side. So slow classes are not necessarily easier. They can be even more challenging because we really have time to feel what it does to the body. So I'm sitting on my chair with my right buttocks. You see, I'm trying to straighten that left leg, but I'm also trying to draw the right hip back a little bit. So sitting on the chair, or maybe coming off. I will come off now and give myself a little bit more of a challenge. Find that balance. Breathe in, take those hands up. A little bit deeper. Breathe in again. And on an exhale, open up that chest. Bring the elbows out and come forward. So I have to be mindful with my chair. And exhale. Keep pressing that left heel away from you. Breathe in. Take your hands forward and up. Exhale. 2 more times. Breathe in. Coming forward and up. Pull that navel in. Tilt your pelvic. Exhale. Last time. Breathe in. So you can do this either seated or with your knee, your left knee on the floor. Take your hands in front on the next exhale. Maybe you help yourself by taking the right hand to the right leg and twist, bringing the left elbow on the outside, the right hand on top. So you constantly have to find your balance. That's fine. Just like in life, trying to find balance. Notice how this feels. Press the right hand firmly into the left. Breathe into it. A little bit deeper. Open up your chest. Keep pressing the elbow, the left elbow against the right knee, and vice versa for the last exhale. Look down. Place your hands on the floor. Step your left foot a little bit further forward. And then, depending on your flexibility, you can start with your fingertips on the floor. Breathe in, look forward. And on an exhale, maybe you can straighten that right leg. Push the right heel into the floor. Direct your right hip back. Breathe in again, lengthen. On an exhale, come a little bit forward. So just notice the stretch on the back of your leg, rather than thinking that you need to be able to straighten both legs. Keep your fingers maybe on the floor. Relax your neck, your face. A couple more breaths where you just listen to the sound of it. And place your hands into your hips again. Gently come up. Turn forward. Sit down again. And if you sit on the top of your chair, you can shake your legs out. All right. Now let's take that right knee up. Make some circles, inside out and outside in. And to just open up the hip. And we're going to a nice side stretch afterwards, but just bringing that knee as high as you can. Sit up, keep your shoulders low, pull that knee towards your chest, or maybe you want to pull it towards the armpit because it just feels better. And then with your left hand, hold on to the right foot, bring it on top of the left knee. I always like to have, if you look at your foot, had that bone sticking out and your heel, in between there's like a little indent. It fits perfectly fine on your knee. With your hands onto that foot and knee, breathe in, open up your chest, and exhale, gently come forward. And I already feel it here, outside of my leg, towards my buttocks. But just keep that breath alive and breathe with it. Now, if you do this every day, you will be able to come further forwards, and your body will start to recognize the benefits of this pose, especially when you come out of it. But it will also become less intense if you do this more often. Maybe we can just rest here for a while. Just a couple of breaths. So you see, I'm not going that much forward, or that far forward, but I already feel it here. Can you stay calm and focused? Can you just breathe your way through it? Maybe a little bit further forwards, just a couple of millimeters. I'm just trying to challenge you without trying to force you. All right, so let's come a little bit back and place that right foot on the chair itself. And take that right hand towards the left knee and see whether you can make a stretch by taking the left hand. Maybe you can take that left knee a little bit further out. So you see that I'm also trying to rearrange myself. And you can take that left hand over your head. Feel that side stretch. So I'm really holding on to my left knee. My fingertips are grabbing or holding on to that knee joint. Now, if this is really not the perfect way to do this side stretch, you can just do it by sitting with your feet on the floor, maybe holding on to the outside or of your leg or your chair. Maybe you just want to take that hand, you want to rest your elbow. So I'm giving you a couple of options. Give your elbow, let it rest on the right leg or maybe against the inside, whilst taking that left hand over your head. Now breathe into it. Exhale. Notice how your neck is doing, which angle feels good. Maybe you can take that left shoulder a little bit further back, maybe looking up to the ceiling. And notice how you get more space. As long as you keep that breath alive, don't hold your breath, slowly coming up. All right, just take your hands, interlace them behind you, open up your chest. A nice sigh out of your mouth. If you come back to the front of your chair again, and let's do this with left side as well. So you're gonna just circle inside out, outside in. Just a couple of times, breathe in and out. Take that knee towards your chest, your armpits. Sit upright. And then take that left foot and place it on top of the right knee. And with your hands on your foot and knee, you breathe in, open up your chest. You gently come forward. As much as feels good. Breathe in, come back a little bit. And then slowly keep exhaling whilst coming a little bit further forward. Just a couple of times. Now maybe just rest your arms. Stay here. Just give yourself a moment. Give your body a moment to feel into this pose. Where do you feel it? Can you breathe into it? Can you try to relax those areas that feel affected? And again, I will say it over and over again. Listen to the sound of your breath. All right, slowly come up. Come and sit back a little bit. So depending on whether you like this, you either place your foot on the chair, let your knee fall out, maybe just holding on to the knee or to the outside of your leg. Take your right hand over your head. So either like this or with your foot on the floor. You can go even deeper. It's more sturdy. But let's see whether we can keep on breathing in and out. Looking up to the ceiling. Relax your neck. Take that right shoulder back a little bit more. Maybe feel that stretch from your right hip all the way towards your armpit. Maybe just hold on to the back of your head if that feels good. Just one more breath here. Slowly coming up. All right. And let's just move freely. If you can stretch your arms and just change. Sometimes somebody once said, like, it's like changing light bulbs, but you can do it a bit more free. And just move your arms in any kind of direction. Maybe you can make circles here. And just really trying to be a bit more free in your body. But do it with your breath. Making nice big waves from one side to the other. You notice my breath. I'm exhaling whilst going to one side. I'm inhaling, coming up, exhaling to the other side. Coming back to the middle. Taking the chin to the chest and via one shoulder go up and via the other shoulder go down. So make a couple of nice circles for your neck. Hearing all these cracks. Do it from the left side up and from the right side up. So just change if necessary. Use your breath, breathing in when you go up, breathing out when you go down. Coming back to the middle, you can take your shoulders up to the ears, hold it as much as you can, and then exhale, drop them down. Let's do it 2 more times. Breathe in and exhale. Last time, breathe in and exhale. All right, I'd like you to just stand up to finish this practice. Come and stand and just shake yourself out. So you can use your breath with it. That's the most effective, by breathing in, shaking your hands out as well. So you see my feet are not coming off the floor, but I'm just going through the knees. For the last couple of shakes. All right, stand still. Keep your eyes closed. Just notice that energy running through your body right now. If you like, you can take your hands together and just take a little bow forward to thank yourself for taking time to do this class, to maybe set an intention for the rest of the day, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Namaste.